What is up, Future Millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money, your favorite business coach. And in today's video, we are talking about how you are going to get some funding before the end of the year. Listen, lots and lots of lenders have quotas to meet before the end of 2022. And this really applies to every year. So whenever you're watching this, if you are between September and December, it is time to run up a bag. So grab your notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So it is end of the year and it is a time to run up a bag and get your funding. Now, here's a key thing I want you to understand as a principle to getting funding overall. It is always best to secure funding when you do not need it, okay? The biggest mistake you could make as a business owner is waiting until sales are dipping, or you need marketing money, or you need inventory to apply for funding, because when you're in a position of need, lenders can be low-key shady, and that's when they see your business as a risk. They're wondering, why do you need it so bad? It's just not a good look. So you want to, when things are flowing, when sales are good, when your bank statements look great, that is the time that you want to be getting funding. Now, even if you are in a position where maybe your bank statements aren't looking the best, the exception is that during the end of the year, lenders have quotas to meet in terms of how much funding they give for the year. And so they're oftentimes trying to get as many loans put out that are reasonable so they can also hit their quotas because they have shareholders and so many other things. So right now is a good time to position yourself for funding. So number one, I want to share with you what kind of things you should be advising them of when you are going to apply for funding. So whether you're applying for a business loan or a business line of credit using your business credit, you want to make them understand that you are using this towards advertising, you are using this towards marketing, and you are using this towards content or client acquisition, okay? And the reason why those things are important are because you want to essentially speak the language of the lender. So if you share that you just need the money and are vague, they don't feel confident that you actually have a plan for how you plan to make more money with these funds, and as well how you plan to make your payments to them. So what's key about things like advertising or client acquisition or content is you can directly say, if we spend X amount of dollars on our marketing, we expect to receive X amount of new clients. You can put numbers behind it, you can put data behind it. And that's what's really beneficial and powerful for lenders, is the fact that they want to see that you can do both, right? Or that you can do it all. The second thing I want to mention to you are some companies where you would have a good opportunity to get funding before the end of the year because they typically have quotas and an excess. So you all know I used to work at American Express in their business department way back in 2014 when I graduated from college. It was actually my first after college job. And so I worked directly in the business department, helping business card holders with their credit cards, business lending, and etc. So I want you guys to realize that companies like American Express have business lines of credit. Blue Vine is another great one. Axion is great. Cabbage is another one. And CFDIs, which are community Community Development Fund Initiatives. You can search CDFI near me, and it will show you several different kind of mini lenders that have funding specifically for small business owners and typically minority small business owners. So again, programs like this set aside a certain amount of money for the entire year, and typically they're rationing it throughout the year. But when we get into this last quarter, they want to make sure that all those funds get exhausted so they can receive more the following year. So this puts you in a good position to get some funding. Last year, I was able to receive $250,000 in funding, and my students, a few in particular, were able to receive over $100,000 in funding, all in the month of October alone. So I'm telling you this because it definitely works, and when you get in, you could get some money, all right? So the third thing I want you guys to mention, that I want to mention to you guys, is how you should be using this money and leveraging it, okay? Everybody comment the word leverage down below, because as your business coach, I'm never gonna be telling you just to get loans and business credit and funding just to have it, right? The goal is to always get the bag, split the bag, and flip the bag. So when you acquire this funding, you want to split some of it between your actual business, using some there, and then leveraging a portion of it to create another income stream. And that is essentially how you flip the bag, because now from that loan or that line of credit or that business funding, you created a secondary or maybe even third stream of income. So that is really key. I want you to plan out not only how are you gonna use this money in your current business, but as well, how are you gonna use a portion of this money to create income that keeps coming back. All right, y'all. So I have a business funding pro tip, and that is, this is also the best time of year for you to get super clear on your business plan, okay? If you have not written a business plan yet, I want you guys to text me, click down below, join my email list so you can get my free business plan template, because what I want you to realize is securing a business line of credit or a business loan you can achieve in one way by having business credit, but there is also multiple sources of funding that you can achieve by having a well thought out business plan. And this is going to include things like your executive summary, things like your projections, things like your overall budget. And lenders want to see that, especially when you are presenting to companies or investors. They want to see that entire plan to get a good idea of where your business is going in the future and why they should put their money on your business, okay? So I have another video on business plans that I will make sure to link down below. It's one that we went over just a couple weeks ago. So that'll be a good starting place for you. But again, the way that you are going to maximize as much money as possible before the end of this year is by doing what I mentioned to you in this video through your business credit, and then as well as a bonus, preparing a solid business plan that you can leverage towards getting additional funding and loans. And again, this is very similar to your grant proposal, just that a grant you're getting free money and a business plan you are getting not free money, all right? Comment down below what questions you have on this, and if I should do a live or a second video diving a little bit more into this business credit strategy and how you can get some funding before the end of the year. You guys know that I am here for you 1000%, and this is all a part of your ability to level up going into 2023. Remember, I shared with you that leveling up is not something we just wait to start on January 1. I don't prescribe to the new year, new me, okay? When we were all teenagers on MySpace, we said that a lot, new year, new me, MySpace pose. But now you are grown and you can decide to be a new you tomorrow, okay? Your level up journey can start right now, and a huge part of making that happen is understanding how to build a business, secure funding for that business so that you can ultimately scale that business, all right? So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.